Hello, my friend. Welcome to the True Secret Sauce series. Okay, so let's continue with the understanding of the quadrants. We are still on the third quadrant, and I want to just today go through on understanding how bullish the market is. Sometimes the stock market tends to move a lot with very little volume. On some days, there's a huge volume. As an example, on a Fed announcement day, there's hardly any trading until about 2:30, and then there's a volume spike. So if you keep looking only at the volume profile or the volume graph, you're going to miss to see whether it was really bullish or was it just a fake. Let's try to understand that. For example, on a Fed day, if it was just a Fed driven event, the volume would still be high, but that's going to taper off probably tomorrow. So let me show you how to look at that. This is especially interesting for people who are going to office and they don't have much time, or they don't have the platform during the off daytime hours, and they're coming and checking in the evening. Here, this is an example. This is a day's worth of activity, and if you notice the total range for that stock, this is by the way IWM, is it's opened at 136.25 approximately, and it closed at 139. So the range is 139 minus 136.25, about 2.75. Look at where it opened. It opened at the bottom 25th percentile of that range. Let's think for a moment. What would that mean? It opened at this price, and most of the day it had traded above that. Can that be a bullish or a bearish mode? It has to be bullish, because as soon as it opened, the stock started going up, and that's why the open is in the bottom 25th percentile. Now look at where it closed. It closed at the top of the range, which means the whole day it has gone up and up. And if you are a day trader, most of the day traders, what do? They open in the morning and close by the end of the day. If somebody is thinking that they got to hold it overnight, do you think they're optimistic that tomorrow it's going to open again higher? Of course. And that's exactly what we are seeing here. So this is opens at bottom 25% bullish by itself, and then the closing at the top means it's certainly bullish, because the day traders got to close their accounts and open fresh for tomorrow. If they're trying to hold it, then there is a reason, and most likely it's going to go up. Not all the time it closes like this on a picture perfect bullish day, but as long as it is in the bottom 25th percentile, you know that the undercurrent is bullish. Now here is another example where it is a genuine down day. It opened at the top and it kept selling and selling. Of course, the selling tail gives the story away that it was a very bearish day, but even the selling tail was not there. If it had opened up at the top and most of the day it had traded in the bottom, it is a bearish day. To make this point relevant, you got to look at a couple of days, not just one day, and look at a couple of days, and also take this into consideration on a higher context as to how the moving averages are, and is it on a bullish mode or a bearish mode, overall how is the market doing, etc., and then take this with a pinch of salt. It's very effective, but you got to understand that one day does not make a trend, and take it as the entire holistic picture of all the four quadrants. I want to show something else. If you look at here, you have it opened in the bottom 25th percentile, so it is bullish. But look at in the top, there is a selling tail that is getting formed. But what is a selling tail? Remember one thing, when it's in the green, it means in the afternoon. And 3 is like probably like, if it's a 30 minutes chart, then if the 1 is 9:30 to 10 o'clock, 2 is 10 to 10:30, then 3 is 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon EST. A selling tail that's forming at the end of the day is doubtful by itself, and I would call this a misleading bullish indicator, because even though there's a selling tail here, it's closing at the top 25th percentile, and anytime it's closing at the top 25th percentile, the day traders are confident of holding it for another day. This selling tail, to make it genuine, we have to wait for another day and see if the market opens up and continues to be on a bearish mode. This is a good esteem indicator to see if we are talking about a genuine bullishness or a fake bullishness. I'm going to show one more indicator that is going to help you understand this concept much better. So happy and safe trading.